All right. All right. Hey guys. So my idea here is every Thursday I will do a guitar lesson. I will talk about guitar, answer questions, always live. And then why Thursday? Just because I like Thursdays, and I don't want to do it on the weekends. And yeah, maybe a little bit earlier. Now it's like 9:30 p.m. for me here in Helsinki. So I don't know, but every Thursday, that's my idea. So that's the first live to talk about guitars and to do a quick guitar lesson for you. And of course, I want to talk about Eddie Van Halen. And I'm still like kind of shocked with the news. Yeah, so let's talk about Eddie Van Halen. And the way it's funny because I don't know really how to play Eddie Van Halen songs or solos like note per note. But what I want to do is to show a little bit of his style, the way I perceived his style, the way I incorporated his way of playing, and then the way when I want to sound a little bit like Van Halen, what I do, and then maybe show a little bit the ways I use the Van Halen sound or the Van Halen influences on my solos or on my songs, And yeah, so let me say hi to my friends here, and yeah, a lot of cool people here, and yeah. So yeah, I remember playing a TV show, Hot for Teacher. So I didn't practice any, it is what it is what it is, it's what I know by heart. Right, so but let's start with the basics from his sound, the stuff that I use. So first, the guitar, the alternate picking, but actually the down picking or the, up picking, right? So down picking. So like something like. So that style of playing. So I have. Like the Megadeth song, Conquer or Die, that actually there's a phase 90 there because of Van Halen. So that idea of only down picking to get that Van Halen sound. So for me, it's like the first thing that you can try to apply anything. That sound, right? All right, so down picking all the time. Then up picking, right? So very Van Halen as well. So every time I want that sound, it's like I would say. Let's see my image here. If everything is fine. Yeah. So something like. Because normally I play like very parallel to the string. So, but then I would do like this, incline a little bit, like 45 degrees, and then get that sound. It's like you're like cleaning your nails, that. So that's very Van Halen for me. So something like. Right? So kind of inclined. Very Van Halen. instead of, you see the difference? It's more staccato. Again, kind of a, I don't know how to describe like the high ends here. Right, so down picking for the, or down picking or up pick, the up picking. Or like, you know, that, like very staccato. So this is very Van Halen, I would say, right? And let me see what you guys are saying here. Marcato, right? Extra overtones, change the attack, exactly, Spanish fly. So you will hear that everywhere to get that Van Halen sound. And of course, everybody uses that. Then you don't realize that, I think it came from Van Halen. But anyways, so another thing, the down picking for the riffs, you know. Right? Same thing. That sound as well, the down picking for the riffs, very common. He was a great rhythm player, great. Let me see some examples of the you know, the power muting, right? Another one that he used to do a lot. Right? Very Van Halen as well. All right, so only down picking, only up picking, and the tremolo, of course, maybe for me is like one of the, every time I play a tremolo, that's Van Halen for me. So the, right, that sound, but I'm not, you know, let me try here. I'm not very good on the butterfly thing here. I had to close my hand. I think he was used to do with the open hand here, like flying. So I'm not able to do. I'm left-handed. So my right hand is not like, right, like this. So if I need to play, I play like that. But you can try. It's more. I'm not able to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Maybe one note first. So that's very Van Halen. I have to admit that I did, I don't know, at least like 10 solos that I recorded on my albums or Angra or maybe even Megadeth, maybe not. Oh yeah, of course, Megadeth had the Conquer or Die solo. We have the going up, you know, using the scale going up and with the tremolo. For me, it's very Van Halen. So, you know, like a pentatonic to pentatonic. So he also used to do a lot of, you know, playing A here. And then going to the octave or. right? So you do the F sharp pentatonic here and then go up, maybe with the tremolo. So that would be very Van Halen as well, like from one pentatonic to the other pentatonic, using a tremolo in between, or the single note going up with the upstroke, right? So tremolo is like, you're gonna hear that everywhere. And to practice, you know. So you guys are asking me to play that solo or that solo, and I have to be honest, I don't know how to play any of those solos, beat it or any jump. I don't know how to play, but I was watching him playing, and that's what I do with all the guitar players. I don't really learn all the note per note or all the solos, but I try to get the idea, the technique, or some like mannerisms, you know, like some tricks, some little things, and then that's what I'm talking about, how to sound Van Halen. And then probably I'm not sounding really like Eddie Van Halen, but I'm just saying that's the way I learned, that's the way I hear Eddie Van Halen, and that's the way I play his stuff. And then you will find a lot of those things, those ideas on my solos mixed with other stuff, with other influences as well. But I can say that Van Halen was a huge influence, and of course I can talk about when I start learning his stuff, and when I start, you know, because I think it was my first guitar teacher when I was 14, and then I remember like going to the, you know, like once a week going to the lesson, right? And then he used to show me some small little licks from Van Halen. So that was the first time, and then I bought maybe the album, but of course, 84, I was 12 years old. So I remember kind of, you know, the song, but Van Halen to listen to buy the album. So I was already the Sammy Hagar times, late 80s and then the 90s. So, but of course, I was listening to, you know, older Van Halens, like the Van Halen first and, you know, all the other ones. Anyways, but I didn't live that time. So when I was buying new albums from Van Halen, it was already the Sammy Hagar era. But yeah, so like down picking, up picking, the tremolo, right? So before we go to the tapping, right, because I know everybody wants to talk, people talk a lot about the tapping. Let's see all the stuff. There's another thing that he used to play a lot, again, still with the alternate picking, would be this, like so 1, 2, 3, and then a legato, something like this. Very freely. I think he was even playing something like more loose here, like the hand. I think, I'm not sure. The hands were, the hand was not touching the tremolo. You know, like he, the same way he does the. You know, those kind of effects. So. Right, so that's very Van Halen as well, and it's kind of a simple trick in a way, and very effective, you know. Right, so the tremolo, this little short tremolo kind of thing, like maybe 3-4 notes. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So that's the alternate picking ideas. And then the legatos. Let's talk about the legatos. He used to do something like, I think you can find on Jump, on Solo from Jump. Something like this, right? I don't know. So that's very Van Halen as well. So in a way, he liked the effect of the legato runs, but he didn't really care about the scale. So it's like just a pattern, like a shape. 1 to 4. Which is cool because some notes are off. Some, most of the notes are in, but some are off, and then it sounds cool because it's like symmetrical, right? So that's something that I use a lot as well. Like those, that sound. Right? So just a legato run. So I can choose any pattern here, like 1 to 4. Right, something like this, an exercise like this. And I think he would. I think, but to get that sound, I think you have to play all downstroke, or maybe only up. That's difficult. Yeah, all down. Right, so very Van Halen. Right, so that's the legato. Another thing that he does on, I think, a Spanish Fly is a very cool pattern. So it's mixing legatos and alternate picking. Yeah, something like this. So legato, pick, legato. Right? Something like this. So it's a very cool pattern as well. You can try in any scale. And you see, it's the same kind of idea, that 3 notes. There's the idea here. Right? Cool. All right. So let me see what you guys are saying here. All right. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, the tremolo, that click, the runs, the legato runs, and what else? And now, of course, let's talk about the tappings, right? Any questions so far? Let me know. Let me know. So, the tappings, of course, you have the eruption, right? I think it was one of the first things that I learned from Van Halen was just that segment from eruption. Which is the best thing to practice tapping if you're starting. Just learn eruption. That specific tapping part. Let me see if I remember. something like this, right? So I think every guitar player should learn how to play that. You know, I learned a long time ago, and I never forgot. But it's a cool thing because it's a C. It's like C. It's nice to try to analyze what's going on, the triads, because it's basically only, I think it's only triads. Then you have like a chromatic run later, but C sharp minor, A major, so it's like A major, and then is B7. B major, right? And E major, right? So and it's perfect for any guitar student because you find the tapping and you get, you get it going, and then you move one hand, and then you move this one, and then you move this one, then you move this one, then you move both together. So it's kind of a very, it's very good to, it's perfect to learn how to play tapping because it's not a lot of stuff going on. It's like, many repetitions in one place, and you can stay there forever. Then you get it. Move one hand. Now the left hand. Good. Right hand. Now the other one. Now together. So it's a very good exercise, and it sounds amazing, of course. Then C major, C with the ninth, then like again the same thing. One hand, the other one, D major with the ninth and E major. And then he does a lick that you see him doing a lot, like. So that's a blues lick, like. So here in E, that sound, right? So and then he's doing with the E here. Right? So it's a bluesy moment there, and which is a cool thing to show that he used to play a lot of very basic rock and roll, Chuck Berry lick, like. Then a flashy, technique, a modern technique. I mean, modern from 78, but modern technique. But started with a with some, playing with having fun, an easy, like a rock and roll lick that everybody knows, very basic. But then he would add his touch, his thing. Doing instead of right, something like this would be right. So it's a good mix of the olden tradition with his new techniques that he was presenting in '78. So that's pretty cool. So what else about the tapping? Oh well, tapping with open strings. Very Van Halen as well, like. So here, again, here's a pentatonic. With the open strings. I think Gary Moore was already doing this, those kind of with the open strings, so he just added the octave here. So here, so it's A minor. So the D major. So it's like a, right, that sound. So here. Then the same thing in starting from the fourth, which is oops. Oh yeah, where's me? Oh yeah, back. I'm back. Good. What's going on? Some problems here, or let me see what's going on. Really? Great. Let me see if there's New tab, live streaming. Is it still streaming? Let me see here. My computer. Freaking out. Oh. Let me see what's going on. I've never seen this happening. Page unresponsive. All right. Ooh. Let me see here. All right, guys. Gotta check what's going on there. All right. Let me see here. I'm still going. All right, guys. All right, still going. So good to know. So it's not showing for me, but who cares? Still going. So I just keep the Google Chrome just it's all black. But anyways, I can see you guys. All right. So what else? So well, tapping. So yeah, I was like. So then going down. The same thing, but deep. So it's basically what he's doing, like. Then G. So then here. But of course, it doesn't sound like this because he's using all this awesome technique. Right? Perfect. So yeah, I would talk about Yeah, Whammy bar as well, of course. I will. So now, yeah, so the triads would be the first thing, right, that we think about because of eruption, because hot for teacher, and also those blues licks. Used to do a lot, and this one. Later on, like with during the Sammy Hagar album period, he was doing a lot this. That lick, and what else? The bends, right? So. Very Van Halen as well. I think if you play that, everybody's gonna say, okay, he's just copying Van Halen. Actually, I did that in one of my solos, and in a song called Endangered Species. And then, but it's like the drums, Mike Turan is playing a shuffle, like a very Alex Van Halen shuffle. And then, of course, it was like a clear tribute that I did on my solo, playing that. Because this is, too much. If you start playing this, everybody knows this is Van Halen. So basically, the A would be here. So if you play a band, you should play one step down to get the note A. Then would be the seventh here. That's the ninth. That's the minor third here, right? So half step up if you look. So the A is here, but so that's very common as well in his playing. And the slides, very common as well. So those, just a simple. If you just watch him playing, you're gonna see him doing a lot. But he used to play with the first finger, so I guess. Right? So band and tapping with the band, and then doing the slides as well. I have a list here, so that I'm looking here. Yeah, with the open strings, with the band, with the slide, with the getting the harmonics. Now this one I suck completely. I don't know how to play that to get the good, get the harmonics. So I'm not gonna try because I don't know how to do this. But basically, 5 frets, 7 frets, so the and then 12 frets, right? So that would, you can hear Van Halen doing a lot of those tappings to get the harmonics. Maybe with the first finger is easier, I don't know. Something like this, but you know what I mean. So that's very common as well. Let me see, what else? And now let's talk about the Whammy bar, right? So he didn't have that. I even don't know the name of the way to go up. I think it was Steve Vai started doing this with the Ibanez, with his Ibanez, with the jam. So Van Halen is more like going down and getting the note from up, right? Going, you press first the bar and play the note and go up. Kind of. This is a little bit more C vi kind of, but something like. Right? And of course the harmonics, and then of course the dive bomb from eruption. And then harmonics. I need more distortion. You guys are asking what I'm using here. I can show you here. I'm using the Neuro DSP. I'm using the Neuro DSP Noli, right? The Adam Noli and archetype. And I'm using this overdrive here. And what else? I'm using this amp, a little bit of delay. No, here's the cabinets, a little bit of delay and reverb. That's what I'm using. And I have a Phase 90 here, MXR, and like a real pedal, you know. But all the rest is here on the, you know, I'm using the Neuro DSP. Cool. Let me see what you guys are talking. I have to look at my phone because the, yeah, sounds great. You know, we're pretty good, but can you play Smoke on the Water? Well, that's in another moment we can talk about Rich Blackmore, right? All right, so what else? We have the dive bomb, the G string, right? And you know, some notes like that style, right? Cool. I would maybe more gain, you know, for those kind of things, and harmonics and stuff. All right, guys. So that's my kind of a summary of the techniques from Van Halen. I know he has like a lot of other amazing techniques, but it's kind of a summary, the way I perceive his techniques and his sound. And if you want to sound like Van Halen or doing an improvisation, doing a solo, I want to bring that sound. Those are the things that I think about, you know, the up picking, the down picking, and you know what? There's a song from my new album. The name of the song is Du Monde. It's like this. So this is very different, but for me, this is the same idea of kind of, I got that sound. And then Van Halen was to do some as well, those kind of staccato 16th notes. So for me, it's very Van Halen. And what else? What else? The chords as well, like, you know. Those rhythms with open strings and, you know, yeah, so that's very Van Halen as well. So, yeah, a lot of stuff. Let me think. Yeah, I think we cover a lot of ideas. I hope you guys are happy with those ideas so you can try to apply, you know, only upstrokes, only downstrokes. What else? So the dive bombs and the whammy bars, the tremolo idea, you know, when you don't know what to do, just like, you know, I'm not good at playing like him. I think it's safer to play like this because you can hold here the other strings. I don't know how he used to do, like, maybe you have to hold here, or just like, I don't know, it's like too messy for me, but cool. So let me double check here the last questions. And again, my idea is to come every Thursday here and talk about guitar, teach something, answer questions. You can always go to the comments and leave your questions so I can read. And next week, I can answer them, you know. All right, so Beat It Solo. I don't know how to play the solos. I just try to get the techniques and the ideas, and then I try to incorporate and play the way I feel them, I understand them. So I'm not able to play note per note of any solo, actually, to be honest. All right, let me. The Panama chords. Yeah, that's also, of course, if you talk about harmony, chord progressions and stuff like this, you know, Van Halen would be, they have songs in minors, even Phrygian, but a lot of major stuff, I think that's what we tend to you know, to remember about Van Halen songs in general, you know. Those major triads, you know, 4-5-1, you know, you know, the F, G, C, you know, the 4-5-1, something like the 1-5-4, you know, those. Then playing those chords and then moving them around. Let's say something like, that's not a Van Halen song, but something like this. You know, like, so like 1-4-5-1, and then you play whole step down, and then a different key, right? You change keys, but you keep the bass there, and then it creates different modes. It creates different sensations, right? Because you're changing the modes. Actually, you're changing the reference is always E, and then you're changing the chord progression to different places. So that's very Van Halen as well, I would say. So yeah, so I don't know what else. I think it's we kind of covered a lot of stuff. I hope you like this kind of approach. And of course, I did the same things for other guitar players. And then maybe one day we can go and talk about other guitar players and their mannerisms and their tricks and licks and ideas they tend to repeat, and then that's why they have a unique sound, unique way of playing, because you when you repeat a lot your ideas, you kind of you take ownership of those ideas, and then it becomes your sound, and it becomes your way of playing. And this is important. So you have to find the balance of not repeating yourself too much, but at the same time, you have to repeat yourself a lot, so that creates some kind of identity, right? So guys, thanks a lot for this, my first Thursday live. Again, I want to be here again next Thursday, probably a little bit earlier, but that's my promise. So take care, and just gonna say saludos and ciao and thank you and obrigado and arigato and gracias and everything here to all my friends. And yeah, cheers, guy. All right. Oh, yeah.